welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be taking a look back at a previous video that I did back in January, right before Inauguration Day. It's about the 7 months, what I see for 45 and what's going to be happening within those 7 months. I'm going to do a quick interpretation of currently where we are right now. Today I am recording this on February Friday, the 28th at 1:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as of when I am recording this specific video. If you want to watch the full video in the description, I will add it to the description of this video and also in the comment section. But I will also tag it towards the end of the video as a video suggestion in case you want to go and watch the full video and content. You will continuously come back to this video again, not this specific one, but the video that we're going to be doing today, to really talk about and hone in on what we saw and the interpretations that I said it and the energies that I got, and see whether or not they were right, whether they were wrong. I do have my own interpretations now that we have been a month, basically a little bit more than a month into 45 presidency in the second term. We are now going to be able to interpret them and understand the energies that were at play that were not so clear to us the day that we were reading it. So I hope you do enjoy today's video. Remember, this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only as well. If you have not been notified by YouTube or about that I post or anything like that, or your comments are getting deleted, you can go follow in the description below my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group. And so let's all begin. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll leave you to it, and I'll see you back momentarily. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Donald Trump's inauguration. I wanted to speak to you before we do today's video. They did just come out with a report on the news that they are now doing the inauguration inside. I feel like they might have caught on to something, and they might have realized something big might be happening. They say it's the weather, but I did say a big storm was coming on Inauguration Day. I did say that. You guys can all quote me when you go and watch that previous video, which I will tell you when I did that. I guess this one where I said it was going to be a storm. I think it was January 19th rally, a rally for the ages. And this was published on January 7th, 2025. So that is when I said that. So it's not like I would have known that there was going to be a storm that's brewing on Inauguration Day. This will be probably one of the first times, I think, in a long time that the inauguration happened indoor. So, anyway, let's begin. We're going to jump straight on in, see if there's any information that comes about for this specific reading, and then we'll go from there. Let's do this. All right, so Spirit Angels tell me now that the inauguration has been put inside on January 20th for the inauguration of the next president of the United States on January 20th, 2025. What does that mean? Why was it put indoor? Like, does it have any sort of effect, or is it just weather related? So here it's just telling me it's just the weather. So yeah, it is just the weather. Yeah, it's just the weather. I don't see anything major. This is the page of swords. This is heavy wind flow, strong wind, things moving in multiple directions. So yeah, they were right. They were saying that there might be heavy wind or heavy storm flow. So we do have here restriction or inability to have the inauguration on time. If it was outdoor, everybody would be freezing, getting hypothermia. Here we have here, it's not really a restriction or some major issue regarding national intelligence and national security. And we just have here, it's not really walking away or something big happening. So people are saying, oh, it's because something big's happening. I don't see it. It just means that there was actually a weather event occurrence that they are concerned about, and they just moved it indoor. Fuck, yeah. Like, it's already a decision that it's already final. Like, nothing's happening. So if anyone tells you anything, I'm not telling you that they're wrong. I'm just saying I don't see the energy here. The energy is just very flat, and it just feels like very straightforward. It's the weather. Alright, so this is not what I intended for the reading, because I intended to see if there was actually anything from it. So we are actually going to do another part of this video to combine it with something else. Let's see. What do we want to cover today? We only have about like 20 minutes to get this video in. You know what? We haven't talked about this in a while because we kept talking about, like, you know, the possibility of Trump being removed and all those things. Both hasn't happened, and let's take a look and see over the next couple of months what the Donald Trump presidency is going to look like. And if it shows up, we will see it in the cards. If it doesn't show up, then less likely it's not going to happen. I did say I did give you guys a pinpoint around May 2025. If it was to happen, it will happen up until that point of the end of May. If it doesn't happen, then it's pretty much final. I've been saying this on the channel for a while, that is pretty much final. But like I said in other readings, Harris doesn't become president until she's 49. But let's go and take a look and see. Let's go and take a look and see what the next couple of months is for Donald Trump's presidency. So I'm going to shuffle this really good and see what happens. This back in. All right. Spirits and angels show me Donald Trump's presidency over the next 6 months. Donald Trump's presidency over the next 6 months. 1 card per month. 1 card per month. Okay. So we are going to pull cards. Okay, spirits and angels, tell me what it does. Okay, these are 2 cards that's happening on the first day that he becomes president. Okay. Show me the month of January for Donald Trump's first kind of month as president. Again. Okay? January. Show me Donald Trump's month of February as president. What is he doing in the month of February? February. Okay? What is Donald Trump doing in the month of March? March. Okay, show me what Donald Trump is doing in the month of April. What one? This one? Okay, tell me the other one. This is April. Okay, show me, okay, so we have January, February, March, April, May. Show me May. This one. This is April. I mean, this is May. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then show me June. This one? Right here? Yep. Okay, they're telling me this is June. This is the bottom of the card here. We have major changes, upheaval in the White House. What's new? I mean, really, what's new? Alright, so we have here January, February, March, April, May, June. Maybe July, right? What card is for July? Let's just do July, because January is not really a full month. So tell me to take this card. This is July. Okay? So, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So, 7 months theoretically, but really 6 months in essence. Alright, so, with that being said, this is the first 2 days of the presidency. Well, the first day of the presidency. We asked what is going on. He's going to roll back a lot of policies that Biden put in place. So what is the first thing that Trump is going to do as he first acts as president? I see he's going to do a lot of rollbacks on Biden policies. I'm also seeing a lot of slashing of regulations. What else? I'm also hearing immigration. So something regarding immigration is going to be taking place on this day. Something regarding immigration. So I'll probably see within the first 48 hours to 24 hours it's most likely to happen. What else? So to tell me people in positions of power are going to run towards him. Don't know what that means, but they're running towards him in some capacity. Because we have here the defeating of the incumbent, the king. And then we have here someone coming into an attack. What? Someone coming in to defeat the incumbent and they're attacking. What does this mean? Why is there an attack on January 20th? You have here, we can't be shown, it's darkness. So it's telling me here that something is hidden right now. Something is hidden around the first couple of days of Trump's presidency. There's death here. There is a transformation, a rebirth. Yeah, there's fighting. I do think that if something big could be happening. Here's the Lovers card. Something big could be happening on the first couple of days of the presidency, and it could be some sort of attack, it could be some sort of fighting, whatever it is. It could be physical, verbal, whatever. There's also people in high position of power going after him. We have the Chariot card. Headed towards the presidency with the tower, and that falls right underneath the darkness. So major changes is definitely coming within the first couple of hours of Trump being inaugurated. And we have here the Emperor. This has to do with Russia. Russia and then money. So it actually could be, I wonder if there's going to be a crash. There could be an economic crash right when he takes office. Something crashes. It could also be the depletion of money. Something gets depleted pretty rapidly. But it's the Nine of Swords, so it's not the people, it's something else. So it has to do, because it's saying here that people are going after him, people in high positions of power. Well, high positions of power, those people will essentially be the people who are wealthy and who actually have power and money, monetary influence. If you have not watched my previous video in terms of why the universe let Trump win, I highly recommend you go and do so. It was very informative, very enlightening. It talked about how, like, money was the root of all problems in the United States, even at the very beginning. It's just that at this very moment, Trump opened up the valve and allowed us to see the corruption that we didn't really see before. But the Nine of Swords telling me that it is not the people. This is people in higher positions of power. This is the Seven of Cups effect. These are like corporate, kind of like energy. I don't know what they're doing, but this has to be like investors. So something big revolving around the economy, stock market, investors, possibly an attack, people in high profile going after him the first couple of days that he's president. So it's big things are happening. Okay, so the month of January, we have the Magician card. The Magician card in this aspect is saying unable to manifest some of the things that he wants to put forth. So there might be some promises that he made to the people. They say, hey, listen, you vote me in. I'm going to do this, and this for you. None of that materializes. None of that manifests. And it falls flat. That is stuff that once you gain power, he's like, joke's on you, I'm not doing it. That is the Magician card. It's the wheels and the power, the Fool card, saying that you're a fool for believing me. That's the Magician card. I don't think that he's going to enact on some of his policies that he said that he was going to. The month of February, though, we do have Temperance. It is a little bit calmer. In the month of February, a tad bit calmer. This has to do with the equalization. I think that the Republicans find their footing in the month of February, and this means that they're able to put forth some sort of legislation from the chaotic January that they entered into. This kind of means that the planet alignment and enter into the age of the snake, which we're going to talk more about more frequently on the channel as you get a little bit closer to the date, which is the Chinese lunar year. Everything that happens in the year of the snake is very major, like 9/11 and 2013. We have World War II starting and all these other big events, even the world stock market crashing in 1929. So the year of the snake is a very significant moment, and Trump will have to meet the moment if he wants to be able to stay president. But we do have here the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is talking about them trying to equalize the energy and the playing field to be able to put forth some sort of agenda that they want to put forth. And they're going to do that in the month of February, which tells me that they're going to have the energy and the momentum in February, not in January. January is going to be all chaotic, chaos, major changes, major shuffling within government. Then it stabilizes in the month of February. Going into the month of March, we have the Star card reversed. There might be some sort of crisis regarding the showdown with the White House and Congress. So there might be something regarding that. I do see that the White House does lose its influence in the month of March. So it's telling me here that I think there's something going on. Like there's something that was pushed back in terms of financial package. I believe in the Congress. It's going to take place in the month of March, most likely. And it looks like to me Mike Johnson is going to side with whoever he's siding with, but it's not going to be on the side of the White House. So that also talks about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is within the White House at this point in time. Congress is not going to side with Elon Musk. But if Elon Musk is outside the realm of the White House, then Congress will decide with Elon. We will see where he is and where he's positioned at that point in time in the month of March. Now, heading into the month of April, we had the double restriction honing down. I do feel like the Supreme Court is going to be a very big player here. I do feel like people are going to feel a little bit more restricted. There is going to be an effort or a rollback of some sort of rights, specifically revolving around the grape. The grape is a type of fruit, and in this grape of fruit, it can be used in many ways, like from grape juice to wine to uh, like grape leaves, all those things. Grape is a very versatile fruit, and by having that, it's talked about how there will be manipulations in many forms, many formalities, but also seeing a lot of restriction. But a lot of those restrictions will come in the form of many different avenues. There's not just going to be a restriction on one certain thing, it's going to be a restriction on many things. So definitely in the month of April, there's going to be a lot of restriction being enacted by 45, and he is going to try and restrict some people's rights and some things like that. But as you restrict people's rights, the passion and fire ignites. That rhymed. Don't know why, but that is what I'm saying. So there's going to be a lot of passion here in the month of April, and there's going to be a lot of fiery energy, a lot of anger. So expect that to maybe manifest into the physical in some capacity. So something might happen in the physical world that was manifested from the White House or somewhere within the White House. Going into the month of May. Alright, so welcome back. So we're going to quickly go over all the information in that video. I find it really informative. I think you guys just did as well. So if you're still here, thank you for saying. So that video was recorded on January the 17th of 2025, right? So the first thing I said was that the inauguration was going to be held inside. And I said it was just because of the weather, no big event was occurring except any just specifically weather-related events. So it was moved indoors only because of weather, not because there was a natural attack. This was not a video to bloat whether I was right, whether I was wrong. Again, like I say all the time on my YouTube videos, I read energy and I read the most likely outcome and plausibility. It has nothing to do whether I'm right or wrong. It just, based on the energy, just happened to be more stable. So there's that. It doesn't mean I'm better than anyone, doesn't mean I'm right and other people are wrong. Nope. I'm not here to bloat. I'm just here to interpret the information I get because that's all that we're doing. The month of January, where we talked about January and everything going there, we said the first day that he became president, a lot of rollbacks, a lot of policies by President Biden that he put forth, a lot of rollbacks of those policies. You guys can always further clarify whether I was right or wrong in the comment section below. I'm not afraid of being criticized. Okay. I said a lot of slashing of regulation. He would do something with immigration within the first 24 hours to 40 hours of taking office. I don't know exactly if he did anything within those time frames, so if he did, let me know in the comment section below. I said people in position of power are running towards him. Said there was an attack card, quote, the Knight of Swords, and the Death card, the Empress card showed up and said it had to do with Russia. The Knight of Swords talked about a plausible and possible economic crash and a depletion of something, none of which I personally remember occurring or happening, so please correct me. But I talked about people fighting against 45, and at a very minimal at best, that's what happened. It was very minimal. If anything, there was barely any sort of resistance that was built in. I said the Seven of Cups reverse. I talked about the investors and corporation. This later became known as the battle between investors and corporation in regard to DEI. Now, here's my modern interpretation of that reading. Now that I understand more information about what was being said, that, I always say this all the time on my readings, that it's never the card that's wrong, it's the interpreter that's wrong. Because the way we interpret is based on previous experience and knowledge. The 45 presidency is going to be anything unlike we have ever seen. So we are going to get our things wrong continuously, time and time again, but we'll also get things right. And it's just the energy. Sometimes the energy changes. Sometimes we don't understand the energy to a full extent until it gets revealed. So again, I want you to make sure you know that and understand that. Don't take everything take things with a grain of salt, and revisit it after the event has occurred. Alright? So here's my modern interpretation of that reading in regard to the first day that he became president. My modern interpretation of it now, the people running towards him was a creation of the oligarchy and a massive influence of corporations back in his administration right after he was sworn in, which is exactly what happened. So, I kept saying that there was wealthy people running towards him and that there was almost like an attack. I didn't realize that an attack also could be a teaming up of something to do something. And now with the creation of the oligarchy and a lot of corporations fled their position that they said that they weren't going to do anything, and then they fled and ran right towards him. Right? So it's the creation of the oligarchy, right? Right after he was sworn in, a rebirth of an old oligarchy in the U.S. that was did away with because of the movement in the early 1900s with the breakup of monopoly. So it's the revisitation, which is why the death card showed up. The death card showed an indication of a rebirth of monopoly, a rebirth of that type of energy, right, where corporations rule government. It wasn't an attack on him, but rather an attack on the American Constitution and the average day consumer. Right, so that's where it was an attack. We misinterpret it. It was further driven by this connection when the Empress card showed up, where I said it connected it to Russia. It meant a similar oligarchy format, which means that it had a very similar style, a very similar feel to the likes of Russia, but Russia was actually not involved in that. It just had the very similar feel to Russia. The Knight of Swords talked about a possible economic crash or depletion of something. None of which I personally remember happened, so correct me if I'm wrong in that. It also talked about people fighting against Trump, the very minimal at best, so there was very little resistance between that. We talked about the Seven of Cups reverse, talked about investors and corporations. This later became known as the battle between investors and corporations in regard to the DEI and the stances on that. The month of February, we talked about the Magician card reverse. I said he's unable and able to manifest some of the things he wants to put forth. Possible promises he's made to the people does not manifest because it was a way to win their vote and nothing more. That is exactly what happened in January. After he was sworn in, he realized that he told people that he could not raise or do anything in regard to the prices of eggs and prices of necessities, if you will. So, that doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that. But, that's what happened in the month of January. Again, like I said, I'm not here to float that I was right, whether I was wrong. That's up to you. You can decide that. I don't make predictions on the channel. I just get energies and intuition and psychic hits, and I just relate them to you, and you guys can make that decision for yourself. But I'm not here to bloat about anything. Alright, in the month of February, I talked about a temperance card, a bit calm of a month compared to late January. Republicans find their footing and able to put forth legislation or an agenda. Compared to chaotic January, Trump needs to meet the moment in the year of the snake, or if you want to say president, or it will bite him. So essentially talk about the Chinese year of the snake, which we did many videos on. So go back to my videos and watch the Chinese year of the Chinese snake and the planet alignment. That is essentially two very important videos if you have not done so already. It also is very interesting as well because it talks about that chaotic January, which is exactly what January was. It was all about chaotic. It was a lot about shuffling and, reorganizing the government, which is exactly what happened. And it calmed down in the month of February and became more about him solidifying his power and control. The month of March, though, the Star card reversed, indicated a crisis or a showdown between Congress and the White House. The White House loses influence in the month of March, which we're heading into now, so this is being recorded on February the 28th on Friday at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I just want to make sure I state that this is before we head into March, right? And this is when they supposedly agreed to a financial package. I don't have a lot of confidence that the financial package is going to be accepted. All right. So the White House loses its influence in the month of March. Mike Johnson, the financial package in the month of March due to delay. Mike Johnson will side with someone. Well, because I said that it could be the financial package, so it's theoretically possible. If the financial package goes through as intended, then it has to be something else that is a showdown between Congress and the White House. So there's also that as well. So don't think that 100% this is the financial package. I assumed it was, but doesn't mean it is the financial package. So it could still be a showdown of something else. We will know when we revisit this video, I'd probably say about 2 months from now. Alright, so Mike Johnson will side with someone or something against the White House. If Elon is in the White House at this point in time, Congress will not side with Elon Musk. However, if Elon is outside the realm of the White House at this point in time in which this vote, whatever this vote is being taken place, Congress will side with Elon against 45. So that is the month of March. So it will either play out as like Elon is pinning himself against 45 and there's a power dynamic at play here, or it's very possible that Congress challenges 45 in Elon's administration. So we will see how it plays out, but the story is still in flux. It is still changing as time goes on. So we're going to take a quick read. We're going to take a look at the month of March, see what's going on here, and then we're going to end today's reading. I just figured I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the video. So anyway, let's take a quick look. It's going to be a short video, and then we'll end up there. Alright, so let's begin. Alright, so Spirits and Angels, tell me about the month of March. What is happening in the month of March here, Spirit? What is happening in the month of March in regards to Congress and the White House? What is going on here? Can you give us a little further information? I love how they lay out the cards for me. It's like so easy. We have the Four of Cups upright, which means there's a refusing of something. Someone is refusing something. Top of the deck here, we have the Five of Pentacles. Someone walking away. And I feels like money. It feels like maybe the economy crashes. I don't know. We'll find out. Because we have the Hermit card, which is heading towards the future. Which means there's a challenge coming in the future of March. Which makes sense because we are not entered into March yet. We're still very much in February as of this recording. Here we have the High Priestess, which is the structure of Congress, right? So this is the structure of Congress here. Now this is the card that represents Congress going forward. The High Priestess card also indicates the Constitution. There is a darkness of something being revealed, an intention or the power of Congress being enlightened or enabled or being diminished by the Constitution. So in some way, the Constitution will either be used to enhance the power of the Congress or diminish the power of Congress. Depends on the interpretation at this point in time in which this is taking place. It also comes in with the Page of Wands, this new male, this young individual who is trying to really grab onto power and control. We have here literally a coup by a foreign entity. We have the Five of Swords reversed. It has nothing to do with the bully. So it's not 45. It has to do with maybe possibly Elon right here. And we have the King of Pentacles reversed. I don't think 45 has as much influence anymore. It feels like Elon is running the show. Like this is his presidency, and 45 the puppeteer, if you will. Because what's the top of the deck? Yeah, it's the Five of Pentacles. It has to do with Elon, which is why Elon is center stage now. What do we guess, Spirit? Okay, they're telling me to use this deck here, American Eclipse, which is exactly what we're going to use. And we'll go from there. Spirits and Angels, tell me about the month of March, Congress versus the White House. Now, we did a video on this before. Go and watch that video. Let me go see if I can pull up that video for you now, just so you know what video to go ahead and watch. Let's see. Let's pull it up. I just finished recording. I don't know if it's actually posted yet. That's the thing. 8K, those similar checks, Social Security, military illness, with the Supreme Court, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's actually this video, I believe it's this video. No, hold on, it's not that video. Yeah, okay, so it's this video. It's the Medicaid video. Medicaid, future, Republican House funding, chaos coming. So definitely go watch that video if you have not already. That video will explain more about this specific one. Okay. So Spirit Angel will tell me about more information in regards to March and Congress versus the White House. Can you give us a little intel? Because they tell me these are all the cards I need, but I have a feeling that this is not accurate. So is this accurate? No. Okay. because there's too many cards and there's no way that all that can be accurate. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me, give me the energy of March. There's a rebirth or something. The change coming. And here we, okay, yeah, this card came up. Here's the Knight, the Cups. And what's the top of the deck here? We have the Gemini card reverse, which is a 45 card. He's a Gemini. It's reversed. We know I kept talking about the Blood Moon in March and how that's going to be a very significant month. It is reversed, which means something changing around the time of the Blood Moon or full moon. Let me see when the Blood Moon is in March, if there is any. I don't really even know because I'm not really an astrologer. Blood Moon, March 2025. Yeah, so March 2025 lunar eclipse. That is on Friday, March 14th. So it's not too far away from actually today. Yeah, it's not too far away. So March 14th, Friday, March 14th. Then you fast forward a couple days later in March 2029, March 29th, we have a partial solar eclipse on March 29th and a total lunar eclipse in the month of September 7th. But more so, it's going to be a partial solar eclipse on March 29th, towards the end of March, and middle of March, we're going to have a lunar eclipse. Okay, so March 14th and the ending of March, around that time frame, is going to be very significant within the US, specifically regarding around Congress and the White House. Now, the High Priestess card and the power at may be that's heading towards the future, the light coming in the future, something getting revealed, and it has to do with the challenge of the control of Congress and what the Constitution said in regard to Congress and the executive branch. Here we have the death, a change coming. A change is coming in the White House. Something coming in the White House. A change in the White House. There's also a change coming in Congress. Here we have the Page of Wands, right? This leader, this person, the Justice card, someone who swore that they were doing justice and they were doing it very rightfully. Here you have anything but that. Because here you have the skeleton, but you have the skeleton walking into the house. By this point in time, you get inside the house, and here's the skeleton reaching for the sword. Reaching for the story, which means the mental, the capability, the power that act may be. But it's also playing with the justice system. It's also pulling on the scale in one favor or the other, pulling on the scale of justice. Right, so pulling on the scale of justice, doing what's right and not doing it the right way, and forcing it to happen the way that you want it to. Right, that's the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands individual was coming in the month of March, and the energy is all around that. It's something that's going to be influenced heavily in one favor of an individual over the other. We have here the bully, right? The bully not able to stand up, right? This is 45 here. We have the 10 of Wands here, which means he's incapacitated or unable to fulfill his duties in the month of March, which makes a lot of sense. It further enables that he's not able to do it, which means Elon is running the show, which makes a lot of sense because while 45 is weaker around this point in time, Elon is very strong in the month of March. And here we have, while 45 is in reverse now towards the end of March, what is also in reverse most likely is the Devil card. Yeah, it's that further enabling. His power influence is reversed. The Devil card is reversed. And what is the bottom of the deck here? Because we never actually looked. Oh, this is the top of the deck here. Wait, hold on. No, this is the bottom deck. The bottom deck is the Knight of Cups. Someone is partying, someone doing stuff in the White House. So there's something in the White House. What is in the White House? We have here the three stories. A betrayal is going to be happening in the White House soon, sometime in the month of April, going into that. And here's the Wheel of Fortune. The power is starting to shift in Congress. Alright, so that's what I'm getting. I don't see anything else in terms of this. Spirit, is there anything else you'd like to add? So tell me to use the index card, then I'm going to finish off today's reading. What is this? Alright, so spirits and angels tell me the way it works if you are new. Color cards means major. Anything white means minor. Okay? So spirits and angels tell me. Tell me, spirits and angels, about what's happened in the month of March. They're telling me to take these 2 blue cards, so we'll take them both. Don't know what they are. So they're telling me these 2 cards go hand in hand, okay? Okay, they're telling me to take this yellow card and a white card in front of it. I don't know how it knew a white card was in front of it, because I didn't even know. And they're telling me this is it. You don't need anything else. So what is going hand in hand? On the death side here, we have yes and no. Makes sense. But you can't make this stuff up. Yes and no. They're fighting. They're fighting. Like literally, it's a battle. Like I said, there's a battle here. What's going on? Yes, no, yes, no. Makes a lot of sense. Goes hand in hand. What is happening with Elon and 45 in this month? We have here the House is reversed. Both the White House and Congress is reversed, which makes sense. There is a chaos that's coming in the House, and it has to do with the female. So it has to do with the feminine. What is related to the feminine? Anything else you'd like to add to the feminine? They're telling me to do pink. Where's the pink one? Oh, I just lost it right here. I think this is the one. Non-white. It has to do with white women. But doesn't mean it has to do with race. Oh, I know what it means. It's telling me pure women. Something with purity here. Something with purity. Yeah, because a non-white in this aspect means somebody who's not of dark relation. So when I say that, I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about like energy and all that. Like this is somebody of the light. This is someone with light energy, good-hearted. This is not someone with a black heart, is what it's saying. Anything else? So this person's going to do the right thing by the right person. What card represents this woman or women? So tell me another pink card. This one right here, right? Children. So we all know how women feel about children, right? We all know how they feel. Like they are the carer, they are the nurturer, they are the loving type. But this is the feminine, so it represents the feminine energy, not really women in general, but the femininity of it. Which means there could be something, it could be a fight about abortion. I would not be surprised that's something. We do have here love, the month of love. So it means something is loved here. This woman is projecting love, an opposite of what we currently have now. Who is this? Who is this woman? They're telling me in my ear it may or may not be Harris, but they're saying that they cannot tell us. We have here tranquility. There's going to be calmness with this person or this collection of energy. There's a collection of people forcing this to happen in some way. Something is happening in the house, and it has to do with women, with the feminine energy, and it's forcing love into the house, love into the heart of those who don't have it. And here we have stupid, yes. So stupid plan, and there's criticism here with a stupid plan. So something gets passed, but then people are criticizing it, it's really stupid, and they all agree with that it is stupid, whatever it is. And then last card here, it has to do with water emotion. Something very emotional. Something very emotional. And we have here the economy. The economy. So, we will see. You will see, but it's definitely a collection. I don't see one individual. It's a collection of people. It doesn't mean it has to be women. And then, like I said, that doesn't have to be about women specifically and a woman standing up. It'll just be about the simple energy of Venus. Alright guys, I think we're going to end off today's reading. You guys let me know what the interpretations in the comment section below. Thank you for visiting and watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. I love you.